What's Maui like in 2026? Find out next on Jaycation. Hey, what's up, Jaycationers? Welcome back to another video here in the Maui series. That's right, we are back here in the Valley Isle, and right now we are here in South Kihei, checking out the water, and the sun has peaked out. I wanted to show you what it's like traveling to Maui in 2026, how I got here from San Diego via Oahu, and then finally to Maui. Just show you a little bit around the island and what's going on around here. We'll even check out places like Wailea, even go on an amazing whale watching tour. It is whale watching season here in Maui, and we're gonna check that out during sunset, but we're gonna flash back to me back in San Diego, traveling to Hawaii via Southwest. Take it away, Jaycation, from about a week ago. Aloha, Jaycationers. Welcome to the Maui trip 2026. We're here at San Diego Airport Terminal 1, the new terminal. We are headed to Maui via Oahu. So I have to fly 20 flights a year to keep my A-list. So instead of flying American Airlines, I flew Southwest to Hawaii. So we got to go to Oahu first and then to Maui, which is just a quick 45, 50-minute flight. But we're here in the new terminal early in the morning, getting ready for a 5-hour flight. These souvenirs are probably the best deals you can get at an airport. Hoodies are only $29.99, $14.99 for t-shirts, and $19.99 for the crew neck sweatshirts. And they're actually pretty nice San Diego shirts. I may actually pick one up. I'm gonna go with a classic San Diego hoodie. I wanna rock it around Maui. So we got the 8:45 flight to Honolulu, and Southwest has just begun their boarding group process. It's not A, B, C anymore. We have assigned seats, and I am group 5, front aisle. This is actually my second flight on assigned seating.
6.5 hours later.
Well, 6 hours later, we finally landed in Oahu, but this isn't our final destination. We're on the way to Maui. I wanted to show this cool wrapping on the Southwest plane right here. Love that tribal design on there. That's awesome. That was my plane. This was my plane. Not gonna lie to you guys, that was kind of a painful 6-hour flight. I had a aisle seat for 6 rows. When you sit down, you want to be cordial to people around you, so I say hi and then that's it. I have my headphones on, and this dude next to me just wanted to just keep talking and talking, bro. And when I was editing, it's like looking at my screen. He's like, "Is that you? Oh, what do you do?" Oh. I'm like, bro, I have my headphones on and I'm like working. I was annoyed. But now we're in the Aloha state, so I need to show some more aloha. And I'm hungry. It's like 1 in the afternoon here. It's 2-hour time difference from San Diego to here. We found Lahaina Chicken Company. Momcation loves their fried chicken here. After I go to the restroom, it's lunchtime, baby. Here it is. You can get roast chicken, fried chicken, or mushroom chicken. The sides are mashed potatoes, tossed greens, golden corn, steamed rice, or green beans. I've been dreaming of this. These green beans are fire, I ain't gonna lie. And the mashed potatoes and gravy too. You also got your regular salads, and there's all the chicken. That's what I'm looking for right there. First meal here in Hawaii is the fried chicken. Got the 3 pieces. It's only $1 more for 2 to 3 pieces, so you might as well. Green beans, salad, and mashed potatoes. This is usually what I end my trip with, but we're beginning the trip with it here. Unfortunately, the lounge doesn't have food. It just has sodas, so we gotta eat. These green beans are fire. All put together by the lovely Filipino aunties behind the counter. Starving. Of course, we had to get some Tabasco. You can also get white meat or dark meat. Oh yeah, this is good chicken. Tasty. We're looking out on the Honolulu skyline too in the distance. Wish we could go into Waipahu and try some huli huli chicken, but we're doing Maui on this one. This chicken's already good, but when you're hungry, it elevates it. Eat. We're wreaking havoc on this. We're now to the juicy part. Juicy with Tabasco. This is my gate, but we don't leave for another 1.5 hours. There's the Lahaina Chicken Company. Love all the designs here. We're gonna head to the lounge because we have time. Usually I'll just go over to the Kono Brewing Company bar over there, but we got time, so let's check out the lounge. Even though there's no alcohol at this particular lounge, it's all good. We are back. The famous H&L airport sign. There it is, the famous Daniel K. International Airport. Down in this beautiful garden over here is one of the lounges that I have access to. It is February 4th, a little windy out here, around 80 degrees, so it's not much different than it is in San Diego. So like, I didn't feel a drastic change in weather. It's actually the same in San Diego right now. My DJI Osmo Pocket has been getting beat up, and I actually have a new one in my backpack. I haven't opened up yet, but I bought this hard case for my backpack so I can store it in here, because the old holder have it slip out every now and then and it would fall, and that's probably why it's messed up. So I got a nice holder so that when I do replace this Osmo Pocket, hopefully it doesn't drop anymore. This is a really quiet and beautiful garden in the middle of an airport, and it really launches off your vacation. If you are staying here in Hawaii, you feel relaxed. They have gazebos over here and nice quiet ponds. No koi fish around here. There's like a little Japanese garden over that way. We have found the IASS Hawaii Lounge, and with Priority Pass and all these other cards, you have access to it. 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. So no food or anything, but they do provide sodas, juice, coffee, and tea. So we'll have a Sprite. This lounge is more made for just charging up your phone and waiting for a little bit. If you want a soft drink, you could have a soft drink and get some work done. That's right, we are back in Maui. It's been a year since we first came to Maui. Excited to explore more food videos, travel vlogs, and maybe a hotel tour or two. So the Maui airport is undergoing improvements and it looks super nice. It's not that big of an airport, but it definitely has a really nice vibe to it. Gotta head down to baggage claim, grab my bag, and get the rent-a-car. Made it over here to baggage claim. They do have a really nice baggage claim. It kind of reminds me of the one over in Kauai, a little bigger. We're grabbing our bags at 3. When you do get here, there is tons of free literature on Maui and tours, helicopter tours, luau's, and all that good stuff here at the visitor information area right by baggage claim. Still waiting for my bag. I spy my away luggage after this white luggage. Yes, indeed. And there it is. We're good to go. I was worried, guy, but you're here. And you do have to pay for carts. $8, oh my God. Some places give you carts for free. So the actual rent-a-car station is over to the left. You can take the tram across the street, but I went economic and went with Ace Rent-A-Car, same place I do in Vegas. And their shuttle actually picks you up here and takes you off site. So if you guys are renting from Ace, it's behind the rideshare pickup with these glass enclosures. An Ace rental van will come every 10-15 minutes. I'm telling you, I looked for prices of rent-a-cars for a week here, and the cheapest I could find was Ace. And that was still pretty pricey. It was still about 428 bucks. The cheapest I found at the rent-a-car center was like 560 bucks. So it was not a cheap deal. We're going with Ace. We go with what we know. And what do you know? There is the Ace rental right here, pulling up. Right in front of me. 5-minute ride. So that was interesting. That was the first time I ever walked in the Ace Rent-A-Car, and it was a video conference call. She was super nice. We did all the signing and stuff over the video teleconference. Now I got my car, I got a Jeep, but check this out. This is my car and I'm blocked in on all 4 sides. So we gotta figure out how to get this out the way. And we also need to take pictures to make sure that there's no damage. All right guys, we got my rent-a-car. There are dings on it, so I made sure to record it all, dings and scrapes. It's a Jeep Compass I got for $422 altogether for 7 days. And it does have Apple CarPlay. It is a Jeep. It's a bigger car. I prefer a smaller car, but this is what they gave me. And this is the parking lot. It's kind of a mess because they have to like triple park all these cars over here. We're headed to my friend's house. 13-minute drive.
Eventually.
Looking at a 1,118-pound fish right there, swordfish. We're gonna be going on a Trilogy Excursion, a sunset cruise, hopefully see a couple of whales. The wind is whaling, no pun intended, but hopefully we keep my captain's aloha hat and we're able to have a really fun ride. I'll give you all the details. And here we are, Slip 99, Trilogy. This is the boat we're gonna get on and have a nice little sunset cruise. Drinks and food is provided, and they do have a menu that they sent me via email. Here's their daily trip schedule. Scan that QR code on your screen right now. And I paid just over $120 for this sunset cruise, and it's all you can drink, all you can eat, over 21 of course. Hey, how you doing, man? Thank you, appreciate it. Aloha. Trilogy 1, Ma'alaya. Drinks will be served as soon as you get out the harbor. It is a 2-hour sunset sail. They do have an appetizer menu. Kula, cherry, tomato, and mozzarella skewer with aged balsamic glaze. Hummus with cucumbers and carrots. Kalbi style barbecue with chicken satay. Kahlua pulled pork sliders with coleslaw on a sweet Hawaiian roll. And chef's choice for your seasonal dessert. The important part is the premium bar. They got Maui Brewing Company Sunshine Girl, Golden Ale, and seasonal seltzer. They got Thread Count Sauvignon Blanc, Josh Pinot Noir, La Marca Prosecco, Captain's Mule, Lanai Thai, Good Old Fashioned, Lahaina Sunrise, and an 808 Margarita. You must be 21 over to enjoy the bevies. It's Captain Katie and our crew. Z. So we're leaving on a 2-hour tour here, sunset tour. You can see the low-lying clouds over the Valley Isle. Oh, shaka, brada. The kind. Sunset tonight will be at 6:22 p.m. We will be enjoying some poo-poos on the sunset. There's our guy right there.
Yeah, guys ready?
Ready to go? What's your name again?
Tiger.
Tiger! Leaving Malaya. See you in a couple hours. Our friend Damper over here got a pog juice. That is passion fruit, orange, guava, for those of you that don't know. So like I said, this boat can probably max out around 42 to 45 people, depending on the type of tour, whether it's snorkeling or the whale watching tours. So a lot more intimate. And there's only about 20, 25 people on this boat right now. So first Mai Tai of the evening. 2 hours, let's go. We got the pineapple on there. Cheers! Now I'm ready to see some whales, Jaycationers. There's our captain hard at work. We're gonna be hugging the coast here today. Hopefully we see some whales. So the turbines are not spinning because when it gets super windy like this, those things could go crazy, so they turned them off. And the cup holders are big time lifesavers. No whales yet. Pretty windy, but we got the Pog hard seltzer as round 2. Liking the sun rays over here. We're seeing a few spouts, guys, but nothing too crazy. You can see the greenery over in Haleakala. And then if you can notice this side, the west side, is not as green. Needs more rain. We're going to park it on a cove here and have some dinner. Love the sun rays over here. That's beautiful. Here's the cocktail menu, beer and wine. We got the open bar. Blue skies. There is the other Trilogy boat, the Trilogy 2. We are on the 1. Look at all the sunny sun rays over here. That's where the sun sets. Sunsets to the west. Got a nice little Moscow Mule here, baby. Let's go. A wind has let up a bit over here, so enjoying Moscow Mule. We're about to get served some dinner. Oh yeah, I love that ginger. That's a hitter. So you guys can actually look at pictures. They take professional pictures and stuff, and you can purchase it for 75 bucks, and they take them throughout the tour. Me and my Ohana right there. We haven't ventured to the front of the boat yet. So they have a bunch of seats over here. The sun is setting. It's too cloudy of a day. Look at those clouds. Stormy weather, brother. We've seen a couple of whales, but nothing too crazy. This weather is too ridiculous. It's too windy, man. It's too windy. I mean, look at this. My Lilo and Stitch Aloha shirt is just going crazy. It's going... So, really good dinner. We had some turkey wrap, and mozzarella tomato skewers. Because of the storm, the power went out in their kitchen in Lahaina, and they had to whip something up real quick, and that's what they whipped up. So it's still pretty good. So everything I read on that menu is usually what you guys would get, but in our case, because the power went out, that's what we had. Hey, you make do with what you got, right? Shout out to our captain. She's done a great job today navigating us. No seasickness whatsoever here. Check out this little cave over here under the one-lane highway right here. That'll take you over towards Lahaina, and it's getting windy again. And we are on the flight path of OGG. So we got an airplane, a Hawaiian Airlines airplane right above us, and that is Wailea Bay right across the way right there. Look at the beautiful sky right there. Just that batch of clouds is illuminated. Love it. Look at that right there. That's beautiful. Final Maui Brewing Company Sunshine Girl. And there is the sunset. Look, that's a perfect ad for Maui Brewing Company. Goodbye, sunshine. See you tomorrow. Cheers. Cotton candy skies. Beautiful pink cotton candy hue right there. And we did see a few whales, guys, so I'll show you some of the B-roll with the spout and the tails coming out, but no crazy breaches. It's okay, it wasn't meant to be. Uh-oh, we got the chocolate chip cookies coming out here. Can smell them. Smell them cookies. Yeah, that's what's up right there. Cheers, cookie cheers.
Cookie cheers.
Rick James. Top it off with a chocolate chip cookie. Fantastic. Broke them out, baby. And just like that, the tour is over. That was awesome. Great sail. I'll talk a little bit more about it in the hotel room. We saw a few whales, we saw a few tails, so that was a thumbs up for sure. Great dinner, great service. The captain was amazing. She got us through the wind. Very enjoyable. Shout out to Trilogy. Whale watching was really fun. It was cool to check out that area, Wailea Bay. Trilogy Excursions is who I booked it through. You can get that as a sunset cruise, which leaves at 4:30. Now you do have to pay for parking when you get there, so make sure you pay for parking because they said that they tow if you don't. They served dinner. Like I said, over their kitchen over in Lahaina was out of power because of the windstorm, so they just whipped up what they could, and we had the turkey wraps as well as the skewers, and that was really good. And the crew was really nice. Really fun time at Trilogy. Good morning and aloha Jaycationers. It is my third day here in Maui. We are currently at a country club that my friends are members of. We went out here last year to this area. It's their baby beach. There's a storm coming to Maui, so it's a little gray today, but the tide is low at this time of day. It changes from what I hear, and my buddy's in the water getting a dunk in, and I'm just enjoying the views and the water and the waves crashing. This is a really awesome area. You don't have to be a member of the country club to access this beach. There's actually public parking outside of it, and you can walk in here, and there are a lot of families and people just hanging out here by the nice sand, and every now and then you'll see some sea turtles. It's right near the airport, so you can see planes landing in the distance. Cool, so the new seafood city here in the Kahalui area. There's even a Jollibee right across. Jollibee! We're in the Kahalui area, and this is a new seafood city. It's not even a year old. They got the grill city here. Everything is nice and organized, still brand new. My petite friends wanted to come here and grab some ube pandesal. We are checking out the Kahalui Seafood City. I wonder if they have a late night madness here. Now that's what's up. Pinoy bento box, chicken tocino. They got hamonado, $10.99, and then longanisa one.
The next day.
Well, what can go wrong will go wrong. The bakery that I'm trying to check out is closed today because all non-essential workers can't be here in the storm. So it does say February 9 close. No. Their butter rolls are only $1.50, 18 for a dozen. They do have malasadas over here. Their cinnamon rolls, pandesal. Oh man. Well, Four Sisters Bakery will have to come back. Oh, this is what happens in the rain. Tasaka Guri Guri ice cream type spot. I wanted to show you guys, but it's closed. It's a Monday today, but the storm is closing everything. So here it is. They are closed due to the storm. Wah. This area is where all the cruise ship guests come down and walk around and grab stuff and have lunch and just get some ground underneath them. There's a place called Fun Factory here, and my camera is acting funky. There's a Long's Drugs around here as well. So this is the Maui Mall Village. A lot of cruise ship tourists come in here. They do have a ramen spot. There is a Siu's Chinese restaurant. Shout out to Cristiano Ronaldo. And souvenir shops. So if you're coming in here for a cruise, chances are you're probably gonna walk in here for a little breather. There's even a Regal Cinemas. All right, so that's a little tour of the Maui Mall. There is a Whole Foods and a Long's Drugs here. So for all you cruise ship tourists, this is a place you'll probably end up walking to. VOG can trigger your asthma attacks. That's the VOG from Big Island. But that's what happens when there's a tropical storm in town. Things close. Well, there we are, another closed spot because of the storm. So I'm gonna give up today. We're just gonna chill at the hotel.
The next day.
We made it over to the shops at Wailea. Never been to the posh and luxurious Wailea. Let's see what they have to offer here. Parking is free, unlike in Ka'anapali Whalers Village. You have to pay $4 per hour, I believe. They do have the always popular island vintage here, always a line. Nice little stage here at the shops at Wailea. And plenty of stores down the way. Famous Lappert's Hawaii ice cream is over here. They have a Travis Matthew. Oh man, it smells so good here. I wish you guys could smell that. It's like baked goods. I see the ABC stores upstairs. There's a Whalers General Store. A lot of big wave Olukai shops. Rip Curl Louis Vuitton. Maui Waterwear. Tory Richard. Waterfalls by the stairwell. Over this way, they have more high-end shops like Volex, Bottega Veneta, Tiffany & Company. Is Gucci. It's not that big of a mall, but it's that luxuriousness. They do also have a Lululemon over this way. Here on the second floor, you got a Maui gym. Of course, the popular ABC stores, and they do have different Hello Kitty bags over here. And the crazy shirts, the popular crazy shirts. Mele ukulele. I've seen this in Oahu. Pick up some ukuleles over here. Not as many restaurants as I thought would be around this area. Oh, a Ruth Chris though. People love that Ruth Chris. And if you want your expensive Aloha shirt, they got the Tommy Bahama. And then right along the way is resort area and the beachfront. So this shopping center doesn't have a beachfront like Whalers Village does. This is the courtyard we were just at. Lots of places to sit and drink your island vintage and grab some Lappert's ice cream. Downstairs, they have a Honolulu cookie company, very famous. They have that in Vegas and Oahu, as well as Waikiki Brewing Company. Right below Ruth Chris. This is more my style right here. Really nice little patio area here, very tiki themed. Nice place to have a drink. Happy hours 2 to 5. Wailea is home to the most luxurious hotels like the Four Seasons, Kealani, as well as a Marriott property over here, and the Grand Wailea. So there are a handful of very posh and luxurious resorts in this area. It's probably the richest area on the island in terms of resorts. Ka'anapali Beach is nice, but those are pretty much more affordable. Rooms here, you can find a room anywhere from like 900 to 1500 a night on average. You're lucky if you could find something for like 600 bucks over here on a weekday, but it could be had. I almost booked the Four Seasons, but I would have had to drain all my credit card points to use it. Very nice strip of land over here and very luxurious. And they do have a couple of restaurants over here. Your Ruth Chris, Waikiki Brewing Company. Up the hill, they even have more restaurants. If you have time, we'll check it out. Made it over to Wailea Village, and there is a Lahaina Brewing Company where we went to in upcountry, and they do have a farmer's market open here on Tuesdays. And there's various jewelries over here, Aloha shirts. This is the entrance to Lahaina Brewing. They even have some coffee spots and other lounges. Tiki Hao Lounge. Pretty cool small farmer's market here. Different places around the island. Tons of people enjoying their morning coffee out on this lanai. Akamai Coffee. So this is a pretty small area to check out. It's right next to a golf course entrance, but parking is free. Looks like Akamai Coffee is very popular. And Wailea is nice. If you stay in here, you probably got the coin, and it's a nice place to drive through, especially if you have a rent-a-car and you're staying by Kihei area. Maybe spend a couple of hours around here, have lunch or have a brew or some coffee or even some lapperts and just enjoy the scenery out here.
Eventually.
My friends were telling me when the water here is usually really blue, right? But you can see it getting murky with all the brown. Well, that's because during the storm and the wind and all that stuff, it gets all crazy down below the ocean floor, and it gets the sand from below and it rises above, hence turns it brown. And they said this is the worst time for you to even go in the water. So don't go in the water when it's looking like that. I don't see a single person in the water, to tell you the truth. We went here last year. This is the Queen Kaahumanu Center. I call this the Philippines Mall because I saw all my Filipinos chilling out over here. Some of the stores are closed, some are open. You could possibly find a cool souvenir here. There is a Starbucks and a Jamba Juice, and it is here in the middle of Kahului. We got some time to kill. Let's check it out. Nice little farmer's market over here. They got Macy's, Bath and Body Works, selling vegetables. There's the Queen over there with a lei on. I do see the lids up there. Cool, you could buy some produce here at the mall. They do have a stage for performances. Was born in Hana, Maui in 1768. She was the wife of the king of Maui. Cool, this lid's had a really cool captain's aloha hat. Heck yeah, loving it. There's actually a cat cafe here. I don't think anyone's in here right now. A little cat cafe inside the food court. They do have an L&L barbecue. This is the first one I've seen here on Maui. There's more on Oahu, but that's the first one I've seen here. Look at the rainbow on the water.
Yep, that fucker raised up that time. That's what it looked like when it was farther in.
That's heaven right there, man. Look at that.
Many hours later.
This is the first time I think I'm gonna amount to over $100 in spending at ABC stores because I got souvenirs. So I think I'm gonna get a free gift for the first time ever. The ube malasadas and the mango mochi malasadas were so good, I had to bring them home. I love you, mochi malasadas. And I got my free gift. It was either a mug, a calendar, or a reusable bag. So got the mug. Spending some time here at the Hawaiian Airlines Club Lounge. You can use your priority access, and it's right next to my gate. They offer coffee, soft drinks, and a few snacks. And they do have some charging ports here, as well as seats and tables. And it's nice and chill. I'm just getting some work done before we get on a flight to Oahu and then back to San Diego. So finishing off this video here at Maui Airport, OGG. Hey Jaycationers, so we are out of here. That was a great week here in Maui. The Valley Isle. Had an amazing time hanging with my friends, but also exploring different parts of the island I have not seen yet, like Napili Bay and going whale watching with Trilogy. I'll link Trilogy down below so you can sail with them. That was a really fun time. The food was great, the drinks were great, and the whole crew was such a vibe. Just enjoyed some time over in Kihei at Maui Coast Hotel. If you want to use promo code Maui Jaycation, you can use that for 20% 10% off up until March 28, 2026 that you can book for any date. If you guys want to see me cover more cities around the world or around Hawaii, comment down below what you'd like to see, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Back to the mainland I go, back home to San Diego. In the words of me, stay traveling. Maui. Aloha. Mahalo.